get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right.
Hi Ezra, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Oke, jadi kan?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oke, see you.
See you. I need to go.
Cheers.
See you, see you.
Cheers.
How are you Ezra?
I'm fine, and you?
Yeah.
Long time no see, huh?
Long time no see. COVID makes
Yeah.
us so in distance.
Yeah, and then I go back to my family in Belanda. So yeah, and now I'm finally back in Indonesia.
How's COVID situation in there?
It's really bad actually. It's the numbers not going down, so it's not a good situation in Holland.
How you cope as a footballer, cope with the situation like pandemic this?
Like I think like everybody else, you know, it's like we need to accept it the way it is, and I am really happy that everything is I can train again in Indonesia at Persib, and we play games, and that the Mempora was doing well, so I'm happy that we can play again after 1 year. So that's the most important thing, and hopefully the league can continue.
So this is one of the most crowded coffee shop in town. What do you like to eat?
Gado-gado. Yeah.
Gado-gado?
Many Indonesian food I like.
Can you cook?
I can cook, but not Indonesian food.
But gado-gado is quite simple.
That's quite
think.
simple, but the peanut sauce is really important, right?
Is there any Indonesian food that you don't like or you avoid it?
Yeah, durian.
Why?
Oh, I tried once, and my imagine with fruit it's sweet, and but for my feeling, my taste was like if I eating onion or garlic, so I don't like durian.
The smell?
No, it was not the smell, just the taste was not my. No, I don't like it. Durian.
Okay. So there is fried tofu with meat, and then fried cassava.
Yeah.
We call it singkong goreng.
Singkong goreng.
Yeah, you can easily meet this kind of food around Indonesia or Java or maybe in Bandung.
Yeah, I saw some things in Bandung as well.
You know, in Bandung, gado-gado is called lotek ya?
Lotek?
Yeah, lotek is just the same. So maybe once if you're in Bandung, people in there doesn't recognize gado-gado, you can say lotek.
Yeah, the Sunda language.
Yeah.
The Sundanese like sami-sami and hatanuhun.
You can say it. Cool. So I would like to ask about your feelings back to Indonesia after the pandemic situation.
Yeah, first of all, I'm really happy to be back in Indonesia. That we can play finally after 1 year. You can play some matches again. We can train again. So yeah, I'm really happy to be back in Indonesia. I missed the country when I was in Holland. So yeah, finally I'm back.
How do you do with Persib, with the team?
I think Persib gave me a really welcoming feeling, and that's for me really important. And the team is really nice to me. And I think we showed in the Piala that we are one team. And yeah, at the end we lose, but you lose together, you win together. And the most important thing is that we play again together. And and hopefully the league can continue again.
Who asked you to join actually?
To join Persib?
Yeah.
I think because of my stages with PSM, and not many people know that maybe I can go somewhere. And so then Sergio Van De Beek is my agent, and he's a big legend at Persib. So he. I think before I go to PSM, Persib was also interested, but at that moment I thought PSM is at that moment a better club for me because my first year in Indonesia. So and then the coach contacted me and he said, I really want you to join Persib.
Coach Rene.
Yeah, Coach Rene, and we had a meeting on call, and my feeling was really good. And what he said about me, what he said about the club, and then we're gonna negotiate with Persib and me, and Sergio had contact with Patedi, and at the end, I go for Persib.
Why do you choose playing in Indonesia instead of in Holland?
When my last season at Holland, I didn't play so much, and then I was searching for a new club. It was not that easy, and then at that moment, PSM gave me a good offer for 3 years. Of course, I want to play for the national team, and I thought, okay, maybe this is a good opportunity to focus my career in Asia, in Indonesia, and then we can develop a lot. And until now, I'm still happy that I go to Indonesia, I go to Asia, because the fans and the feeling that they gave me, it's really nice to see the fans, and so I'm really happy that I'm here.
How about your family? They support you?
Yeah, they support me always. Wherever I go, they support me. They want me to be happy, and that's the most important thing. And right now in Indonesia, I'm happy. So, yeah.
Is being a footballer your dream since child?
Since I was a child, becoming a professional football player is a dream. I think for many young boys and young girls, it's a dream to become a professional football player. And I'm really grateful and happy that I'm in a position that I can say I'm a professional football player. And then it doesn't matter where. If you can play football as your job, then you're happy.
But being a footballer in Holland is very big difference.
Yes, but also there are some benefits, and there are also some things that you say, okay, in Europe, maybe some things is better arranged, and the facilities, but the fans in Indonesia and the way football lives in the country, I think you never have it in a country in Europe, my opinion. Of course, Barcelona or Spain and in England, there's also football culture. But in Asia, I think Indonesia is the most beautiful country to play football.
And so being a footballer is the only dream you have?
For me, football is really important, but the most important thing is that you are happy in life. And if you are happy in life, then you can also be really happy on the field.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And at the end, football is a sport, and I do everything for football. But at the end, what I said, the most important thing is that your family and my girlfriend and they are healthy and they are happy in their life. That's for me the most important thing. And
So what's the meaning of being happy for you?
That you enjoy all the moments. That's for me happiness. And that if you go to the beach or you go to the mall or you have a dinner with some friends or that's for me happiness. It's also in the small things that you have a good breakfast or that kind of things. That's for me happiness, and that you can say wherever you want to go, it's okay. That's
So-
for me the meaning of happiness.
So far, are you being happy in Indonesia?
I'm really happy in Indonesia. I think my girlfriend is also really happy here, and for me it's still a great adventure. I'm still exploring Indonesia every day. Something happened. It's still like, oh, what's happening in Indonesia? But I'm really happy here.
Okay, so your food is already
Thank you,
coming.
thank you, thank you.
This is for your lunch.
Yeah.
I picked this for you. This is white rice, gado-gado. This is rempeyek,
Yeah.
tempe,
Yeah.
and telur.
Yeah.
It's quite a big lunch for a footballer.
It's a good lunch.
Yeah, you have to try this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's eat. No, how to say let's eat in Holland? I forgot.
In Holland it's like eet smakelijk.
Eat smakelijk.
Yeah.
Eat
Or
smakelijk.
selamat makan.
Selamat makan. So you keep contact with Sergio in there, right?
Yeah, so I will not say that we have every day a call, but
He's in Amsterdam.
no, Sergio lives in Assen. That's in the north of Holland.
Oh.
It's from where we live in Holland. I think 1.5 hour, 2 hours drive.
This is very expensive in Holland, but you can find in Indonesia very cheap.
Cheap, yeah.
So eat much in here. Do you like spicy food?
Yes.
Really?
In Holland, I'm used to eat spicy.
As a footballer, do you choose what you eat every day, or is there any nutritionist that keep you away from like this is junk food, this is bad for you, or like?
During my career, I also know that fried food is for a football player not really good. Eat a lot of vegetables is really important as a footballer or as a top sporter. And carbs is also you need the carbs, to recovery and for the energy.
But do you follow some of footballers I know they eat like gluten free or something?
No, I don't eat that.
No.
No, I eat everything with gluten, and yeah, for me it's just eat a lot of vegetables and eat some carbs and have your proteins, but I'm not.
Do you have any diet?
When I was in Holland, I tried to, or I did like that. I don't eat too much carbs because I eat a lot of vegetables, like salads and broccoli and that kind of things with chicken. So that's what I did in Holland, and now in Indonesia, just because also we play a lot of matches, I really need my carbs, so I also eat like pasta and rice and potato.
Back in Piala Menpora,
Mm-hmm.
the team were playing very late. Started at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, the last.
until the late, very late.
I think because the matches in the group, we played in
Evening.
6:15,
Yeah.
and then from the semi-final, I think, or the quarterfinals, we played like 8:30. Also because of the Ramadan.
Yeah. Do you ever play that late in Holland?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. For example, sometimes if you play on Friday in Holland, you always play like 8 o'clock or 8:30. Yeah. It's normal.
What do you think of the quality of the field in Indonesia?
I need to say the last stadiums where I played, like for example in Jogja and in Solo, the field was quite good. Was okay. So
It's just newly renovated,
yeah,
in Solo.
that's why. So I also play, of course, in Indonesia. That sometimes the field is terrible, but yeah, the last couple matches the field was really nice. So hopefully it will be like that the whole season. It will be good.
How about the humidity? It's very different in Holland and in Indonesia.
The field?
The humid, the weather.
Yeah, of course it's different because in Indonesia it's every month it's hot, right? Every day it's like 25 or 26. In Holland in the winter it's like -5. So that's also, you need to change also, that's also different for your body. And so always the first week for me when I come from Holland and going back to Indonesia, it's always acclimate, I need to used to the weather again because it's hot. You train at 3 o'clock, but I really like the hot weather. So for me, it's
only prefer.
Yeah, I like it.
So you love summer.
Yeah, but I think all Dutch people from Belanda, they like hot weather. So that's why
they love Bali.
They love Bali, yeah. But everybody in the world loves Bali, I think.
You should ask your girlfriend to go to Bali.
Yeah, we've been already 4 or 5 times. So.
Okay.
And after 4 maybe go again for 2 weeks. So because we have a little break because the competition will start hopefully in July.
Yeah, they say.
Hopefully, that's why.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So we have a little break because of Viola. Play a lot of matches in a short time. We need so. Yeah.
Okay. Since play for Persib is one of the biggest club in Indonesia with its supporters, with its fans and rivalries with Persija as well.
Yeah.
What's your opinion about that?
I think it's normal in football. Also in England, you have like derbies and you have rivals, and everywhere in the world you have rivals. So that is normal in football, of course. But don't fight with each other. You can support your team, you can support the other team. You can a rivalry and you can sing some bad things to each other. But don't fight with each other. I think that's really important. Have the respect, and sometimes bullying. It's okay. That's part of football. That's part of being a fan, right? But always have respect for the opponent. That's important.
In Holland, is there any same rivalries like that?
Sure.
Or?
For example, Ajax and Feyenoord is like Persija and Persib. So that's. I grow up with that as well because when I play for Ajax and I play against Feyenoord, that we are rivals. So,
yeah.
So you always want to win, and same like last week. We really want to win against Persija, but yeah, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Yeah, it's part of football, right?
As a footballer, if you facing any lose against everyone or against any team in any match, how do you cope with that?
No, you know what I said. It's like it's normal. You cannot win every game. That's impossible. So yeah, sometimes you have a good period, sometimes you have bad periods, and then it's important that the supporters also support you in bad times, right? And I think with the Boboto, if I speak about my own club, they're loyal fans. So yeah, that's part of football. You lose matches, you win matches, and that's what I also said after the final. We win together and we lose together. So yeah, also with the fans, we win together and we lose together.
Wow, you're so wise. For your age, I think.
No, it's not wise. I think it's also that's maybe because I played for Ajax. I played in Holland, and then there's a lot of how can you say, you grow up really fast because you need to, because if you want to play in the first team somewhere, you need to grow up. You need to be ready if you have the chance, and that's why I think every footballer grow up really fast because you come in situations that is maybe more for adults than for
like the pressure.
With the pressure, you know, you need to play every game really well actually, but you cannot play every game really good. It's maybe Messi and Ronaldo, but even them, they cannot play every match really good. So you need to control the pressure, you need to control your body, and so then I think you grow up really fast.
If you can mention one name, which is your favorite football player?
For me, my big example is Cristiano Ronaldo from when I was young. I also love of course, I also really love Messi, but yeah, for me, Ronaldo is also a big personality, and he really worked hard for it to where he stands right now. So for me, he's an example. And
so there is no Holland players you look up to?
of course, for when Van Persie was playing, I really look up to him because I think in England he have a really big name. Everybody know him, and he was at my position, striker as well. So yeah, I really looked up to him, and Huntelaar and Robbe, also great names, Sneijder. Yeah, so of course. And now at this moment, I think we have Virgil van Dijk, you have Frenkie de Jong and Donny, and you know, the generation is quite good. I think every year we have some big talents or some big players in Holland.
What do you think about Holland national team now under Van de Beek?
Yeah, I think it's quite good. It's quite good. I look forward to the European Championship, how they gonna succeed, and hopefully they can become champion. But of course, it's really
quite
hard.
far away. I think
It's quite far away, but you know, you need to have hope, and you need to have the belief. And yeah, let's see.
So you once played together with Donny Van De Beek. What do you think about him?
You know, he's a great talent.
Are you still good in touch with him?
Yeah, sometimes because last week it was his birthday, and we speak about.
I saw it.
So I say happy birthday, bro, and we just talk a little bit on Instagram. Now, sometimes we have contact, and yeah, hopefully he can play a little bit more at Manchester United. I think he deserves it. So yeah, sometimes we have contact, and he's a great guy.
What's the best moment you have with him that you will never forget?
I think our tournament with my first tournament with Ajax. When I came to Ajax and was with Donny as well, we go to Singapore. We had a great tournament there, then become first place, and you know, the whole experience for everybody was like new, going to a tournament in Asia, some social media, and it was the first time I think everybody, you know, was on TV and that kind of things, and you know, become champion was really nice, and that was my first experience with Ajax. So yeah, it was really good. That's my most loved experience with Ajax and also with them.
Okay, this is the most important question. I think the ultimate question for you. Do you still want to play for Timnas?
I think, yeah, for sure. I've always said that my love for Indonesia, my love to play for Timnas is always there. The only thing is that I don't get the opportunity to play for Timnas because the last 1.5 year didn't hear anything from the PSS side, and they still need to solve my case. And I think to solve my case is really easy. They need to make a letter to change my association because all naturalized, it's already done, you know. So yeah, hopefully it can be solved soon, and hopefully the PSSI make work of it. And you know, I also have in my career, I also want to play for the national team, of course, and I always will work hard to become national team player. So yeah, of course, I have still the hope.
What's the real story actually behind it? I mean, what happened?
I think it started all with when I was playing for the under 23. We had the AFC in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And then I think it happens that we found out that I cannot play for the national team because I still had the association of Holland. And at that time, the rules are a little bit strict because of Qatar, and they pay some money to players to naturalize.
Yeah.
And,
There's a new regulation.
and now,
right?
yeah, and now in September last year, I think the rules changed. That in my opinion, good. That I can change my association still. The only thing is that the PSSI need to send a letter to ask permission to the FIFA to change my association. And I think I read all the rules, and I can change the association. So hopefully, what I said, it can be fixed soon. And then it's on me. I need to play good, and then hopefully I get selected again.
Have you reached any contact with PSSI? Regarding
I tried, and they say they tried to help me, and after that I didn't hear anything from them. And, so hopefully they fix it soon, and then let's see what's gonna happen in the future. But of course, I really want to help and want to play for Timnas, because that's also one of the reasons why I'm naturalized, right? To become hopefully can play for the national team.
What is your life motto?
My life motto is, that also because of some things that happened in my personal life. For example, my mom passed away. That you enjoy all the small moments, and also I think I show that, and I also is that no matter who you are, everybody is the same in the world, and that I am really honored that I can play as a professional football player. But at the end, if I go to the supermarket, I'm the same as somebody else who is doing the grocery shopping. That's really important for me, that everybody is the same at the end, and I always will have time for everybody. If you want a picture, you can always ask me if I want to take a picture. I think that's really, and you need to be happy in life. And if you're happy in life and believe in it, at the end you can also achieve something.
Like we discussed earlier in the car, that being a public figure now you're a famous person, and I think you can be doing good to others people. You can do some benefits back to the community, like the Rashford did in England. Right?
And that's why also when I was 14 years old, 15 years old, my mom just passed away. And then my first holiday, I go to Indonesia to do some clinics with the children. We don't have the big opportunities to, they adopted or something. I go to give clinics, and that feeling is so nice that you see children happy just because you play a game with them, or you just give him some exercises to do, and then that moment also a little bit changed my life. That I thought, okay, at the end we are all the same, and be there for each other. That's also, be kind to each other, and especially during this COVID times, it's hard for everybody. So think about each other, and that's really important.
How big is your mom's role in your professional career?
That's what I also told. Football, of course, it's really important. But at the end, you need to be happy in life. And it's also about if you're a lawyer or you're working in a supermarket. And if you're happy, then you can fix things, and you can. That's the most important thing for me in life, is just be happy, and just also enjoy the small moments in life. Like, for example, if you have a good coffee with a friend of you, or for example, it's a small thing, but can be really enjoyable, right? And I think that's important.
Is there any achievement for the upcoming years that you have?
For now I just signed at Persib for 3 years, and hopefully, if I see, for example, my football, hopefully we can be the champion, and I will do everything for that, and that's also an achievement what I want in my life, and and in my personal life, I just want to be happy, if I have a break, just enjoy the moments, and also enjoy the moments, and hopefully the fans can go to the stadium again, because I also want to see the atmosphere again, because I miss it on the field.
Okay, last questions. 3 words that describe you the most about your personality, perhaps?
Normal, kind, and
One more.
tidak sombong.
Tidak sombong. Okay, thank you, Ezra,
Yeah.
for today. So let's back to eat.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
finish our food.
Yes.